everyone, myself Nishya Agarwal. Welcome to my YouTube channel Data Engineer Insights with Nishya. In this video, I am going to tell how to crack a data engineer role and you can say senior data engineer role. This video is mostly for the person who has around at least 1 or 2 years of experience and want to crack the data engineer role in a product based company. So in this video, I am going to tell how to crack data engineer role in a product based company like a good MNC company like Google, Amazon, this type of company, so that you can get a good CTC. So I will share the roadmap for the experienced people who are the experienced data engineer who want to crack the data engineer role in the big MNC company. So I am going to start while sharing my screen so that I can showcase the complete data engineer roadmap in terms of the whiteboard and in terms of the roadmap which you have to focus on to crack the data engineer role only. And if you want to crack the data engineer role and if you want personalized one-to-one mentorship, so you can connect with me on TopMate and Preplace for the one-to-one mentorship, and you can connect with me on LinkedIn for the detailed information for the Preplace and TopMate, and link for the Preplace and TopMate is link in the bio. So let's start on that part. Yeah, so let's start for this roadmap part. So if you want to crack data engineer role, you have to focus on five main skills for the data engineer. As you know that we have the 5 big B's for the big data concept and Hadoop concept, like velocity, variety, volume, and the size of the data, like that. So similarly in the big data, I can say for the experienced person, these are the 5 tech stack which you have to focus on perfectly to crack the data engineer role. If I'm talking about first, you have to focus on the SQL part. Okay. So if I'm talking about the SQL for the experienced person mostly and for the senior data engineer role, and you have to focus on the advanced SQL. So because SQL is very important to crack the data engineer role, then we have to focus on the next topic, that is Python. Okay, because if I'm talking about the Python part, if first round will be happen on the Python and the SQL part. If I'm talking about the like Apple and LinkedIn, where I give the interview, so you can focus on that. First round they will take the SQL and Python completely proper coding part. They will give 2 questions for SQL and 2 questions they will give for Python, and you have to solve the coding question on the compiler, and sometimes they can ask to write the query for the SQL query and advanced SQL query on the notepad. So these are the 2 topics as of now for the big data. Next we have to focus on the Spark. And Spark, I'm telling you, Spark you can say is the like a heart and the brain of the big data engineer. The reason is if I'm talking about the Spark part, because Spark there are lot of optimization question, lot of data frame question, lot of coding question they will ask to your experienced person, because Spark every companies are using. So you have to focus on the Spark part mostly on the coding perspective and the optimization perspective. After the Spark, you have to focus on the DSA. Okay, DSA, many people get afraid that how they can start a data structure algorithm, but let me tell you honestly, some companies which are product based company, they will definitely ask DSA. But I will, in the next video, I will tell you which are the company which will never ask DSA. For the company, I will tell you the separate roadmap how to crack the company which does not ask DSA. They will only focus on the real-time projects and the previous experience along with the SQL Python. But for a product-based company, data structure and algorithm you should know, because they should have the you should have the data structure knowledge like stack, queue, linked list, and data structure. Okay, and time complexity as well, and you should be able to write the problem solving code. Okay, next is data modeling. And data modeling, definitely in a product based company there is a separate round which is around one round or 1 or 2 round. Okay, which is a design round which can be asked on the system design, schema design, and the data modeling. And in the data, if I'm talking about the data modeling here, they will ask definitely data modeling question. Please note my point. They will definitely ask data modeling question, how to design the database schema, how to design the data warehouse, what is the size of the cluster, what is the primary key, foreign key, how to set the primary key and foreign key for this different table, how to design the database for the YouTube channel, YouTube you can say. So they will ask different type of question, and they will definitely ask the normalization in top of that. Okay, so these are the 5 topics which you should focus on the data engineer role, like SQL, Python, Spark, DSA, data modeling to crack the company. But these are the not 5 technology for cracking the company. These are only 5 technology which are really important. Okay, but apart from that, we have to focus on other technologies that I'm going to share my second screen, where you can see the complete roadmap for the experienced person. So as you can see the roadmap for the data engineer role, like for the experienced person, mostly for a senior data engineer role, you can see first we have to focus on SQL part. In the SQL part, the question level will be difficult to medium to difficult, not easy level for the senior person, because SQL is a primary skill for the data engineer, as I showcase in the screen. Like you have to focus on the dance rank, window function, CTE, different types of join, subquery, and very important, you have to focus on the lead code practice question for the SQL. Next, we have to focus on the Python part. In the Python part, you have to focus on different types of Python data structure like list, set, tuple, dictionary. 110,000%. You can note that my point. List and dictionary. One question will be definitely coming from the list and dictionary on the coding perspective. Then we have to focus on decorator, list comprehension, JSON loads, okay, OOPS features, and data structure, okay. Then apart from that, in the Python, you can practice the Python question from the Geeks for Geeks. Now coming to the part big data ecosystem. In the big data ecosystem, definitely there are multiple things we have to focus on, because you are a experienced person. But the things which are important for cracking the data engineer role in a good product based company, we have to focus on like big data 5Bs, types of data, different file format, then Hadoop basic, HDFS, Yarn, MapReduce, Scoop, Hive, Pig, and Flume. These are the things we have to focus on. Pig and Flume are an optional part. If you have worked on, then you can revise the concept. If you don't worked on, then you can skip the topic. Then for the Spark, Spark is a very important. I am telling you, Spark, if you have 10 days, then at least spend 2 or 3 days for Spark only, because Spark question not will be easy. They are difficult question for the Spark side. Okay. So on the Spark side, they will ask on the Spark data frame, Spark optimization top techniques, like we have Spark job debugging, college repartition. Then we have to focus on data frame coding question, then adaptive query execution. Then we have to focus on sorting technique, skew, how to handle the skewness in the data. This type of question they can ask, and they will definitely give one coding question on the Spark. Then you have to share your screen and write the code for the data frame side. You can use the PySpark API to solve the data frame question on the data frame side. So this type of question will be asking in the Spark side. Okay. So now coming to the part of from the Spark to database, then definitely we have to focus on the database and data structure. In the data structure, array, stack, queue, linked list, tree. In the tree, we have to focus on binary search tree and binary tree. Then we have to focus on the graph and some time complexity and space complexity question, because first round will be happen on the coding perspective, first or second round, and they will ask SQL, Python, and DSA properly. So you have to focus on that part as well. Apart from that, we have to focus on the database concept. In the database concept, we have to focus on like relation database concept, like we have the database key, different types of database, in that data frame, database normalization, and then we have to focus on asset properties. This type of question they can definitely ask in the data frame side. Okay. Now coming to the part NoSQL DB, if you have worked on NoSQL DB like MongoDB, Cassandra, Graph database, then you can definitely mention in your resume, and they can ask the question on the side. If you don't know the NoSQL database, then you can say simply no, otherwise you will get in trouble in the NoSQL database question. Now coming to the part data warehouse question, they will definitely ask data warehouse question on the database, data warehouse, and how the Snowflake schema work, star schema, and definitely they will ask question on the data modeling side. Okay, in the data modeling, you should be able to design the database schema design for the data models. Like if I ask you design the data backend database for the streamer application, streaming website. Okay, so what are the tables you will take, what are the different database you will take, they can expect this type of question. Now coming to the next part, data lake. Data lake is like a tool, and is like a data lake is like a layer where we can store the data in. You can say we can store the data in any format. It can be structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. Okay, and the main part of data lake, as of now, data lake is like a tool, and you can say in the market every companies are using data lake. Okay, so we have to focus on the data lake on this topic, and Hoodie definitely. Now apart from that, we have to start on the ETL concept. ETL like ETL Glue, Azure Data Factory. If you have worked on ETL Glue, Azure Data Factory, you can definitely mention in the resume part. Okay. Now coming to the next part, workflow management. Okay, some companies are using Airflow, some companies are using Autosys. So definitely I will mention to you that key, if you are focusing on the job scheduling, every company mostly are using Airflow. So you should know how to handle SLMS, what is the Airflow architecture, what is the salary mode, Kubernetes mode, how to create a new DAG, how to enable the dynamic execution of the DAG, how to enable the dynamic DAG creation. So this type of question definitely they can ask in the interview. Now coming to the next part, which is a cloud part. In the cloud, we have three types of cloud: AWS, GCP, and Azure. You can focus on only one cloud. As of now, market are using mostly and GCP on AWS. But if you worked on Azure, that's not a problem. every company will not expect the particular cloud, they will expect the basic terminologies. Like if I'm talking about database, data warehouse, Redshift is the data warehouse in the AWS, BigQuery is the data warehouse in GCP. So similarly, Azure Synapse is a data warehouse in the Azure. So they will not focus on the particular data warehouse like Redshift. They will focus on the basic concept and basic architecture knowledge and how you are scaling the data and how you are scaling the machines in the cloud side and cloud optimization part definitely. Now coming to the next part, streaming. Definitely mostly companies are using streaming like Kafka streaming, Spark streaming, Extra streaming, Flink and Lens. Okay, but definitely if you don't work on that part, then you cannot you should not mention this technology in your resume. If you worked on Kafka, you can mention Kafka. They can ask the Kafka architecture, how the KSQL DB work, schema registry, Avro file format, how to use the Avro file format for the schema registry, Kafka Connect. So this type of question they will ask Kafka. Definitely you are an experienced person, so you definitely know the Jira, because every companies are using Jira for managing the scrums called for the different types of call, and Jira is like a scrum or it can be Kanban board. So they can expect the question on scrum, agile, basic implementation of agile in your project. This type of question you can expect in the interview. Now next topic will be our DevOps part. In the DevOps part, if I'm talking about CI/CD, CI/CD is a tool every companies are using for the deployment of code. Let's suppose you have a code in your GitHub repository and you want to deploy the same code on the production environment. So definitely you need a CI/CD tool. As of now we have Jenkins is a popular tool. We can use the Jenkins tool, and for the containerization, for the single node containerization we can use Docker, and for the multi-node containerization every companies are using Kubernetes for running the streaming job, for launching the data, for launching the Presto cluster, which is an open source Presto cluster. They are using Kubernetes. So there are multiple flavors of the Kubernetes are there. So you can focus on only technologies these work. Then they will ask the REST API question, and very important for the experienced person that I'm mentioning you, system design is very important. Some company will focus on data modeling, ETL designing. Some company will focus on system designing. So you can focus on the concept like CDN, like content delivery network, network delivery, data sharding, CAP theorem, database schema, concurrency, APIs, and you have to focus on low level design, how to design the low level design and how to design high level architecture for the system. Like I want to deploy one application using the Spring Boot, and on the Spring Boot application I am running some we are on some kind of web UI, okay, for checking the job status, for checking the job SLA. So this type of question they will give the scenario, and they will ask you to what are the different tools are required, what is the load balancing you will take, how you will handle the caching, how you will handle the process server. So this type of question they can expect from you in the interview. Next part and very important last part, that is Databricks. Every companies are on the Databricks. Database you can say manage a Spark cluster, okay, which is managed by the third company, which is a database company. And then you can focus on the Snowflake concept, like which is a data warehouse. Okay, if you worked on the Snowflake, you can focus on the Snowflake architecture, data warehouse, Snowpipe, like that. In Database they will ask question on different type of cluster, how to handle the job, how to schedule the jobs, okay, how to manage, how to optimize the job cluster, how to optimize the Spark cluster in the database side. So and a lot of feature around the database. If you worked on Presto and Airflow, you can definitely mention in your resume. And finally you worked on the Linux command, that every companies and every developer should you should know this part. So these are the roadmap for the data engineer who are the experienced person and who are the person who have at least 1 to 2 years of experience and want to crack the data engineer role in a good product based company. And from the summary I will say that if you are planning for cracking the data engineer role, definitely you have to focus on these technologies. And for the technologies part, if I'm mentioning to you, I will suggest you SQL, Python, Spark, data modeling and data structure. Definitely you should know before landing for any data engineer role in a data product based company. So I will suggest you to go through this roadmap and make a study plan for learning the data engineer. If you want, again I'm mentioning you, if you want personalized one-to-one mentorship with me, link is in the YouTube description. You can connect with me on LinkedIn and on the pre-place and top mint for the one-to-one mentorship. I will help you on the cracking the data engineer role. And in the next video I'm going to cover the database concept and the interview experience for the very famous company. So I will reveal the company name in the next interview experience on the YouTube channel. So keep in touch with me, and happy learning. Best of luck. Bye.